insights, picks, results. This is Wizard Sports Picks. Beyond the Lines.
What is going on, everybody? Matt Robinson here with another episode of Beyond the Lines, brought to you by WizardSportsPicks.com. Coming to you live March 31st for the Tuesday, March 31st NHL card. I cannot believe we're already almost to April. We're about to be into Stanley Cup playoff territory. If you look at the Western Conference, there's some pretty clear teams. There's a handful of teams still in the mix. You look at the East, it's even more chaotic. There's quite a few teams that can sneak into that spot. So on this Tuesday card, we've got a 10-game card here. So a lot to look at, a lot to choose from. I've got 3 picks for you that I like. But before I get into that, just a reminder, if you haven't been over to the website, check us out, WizardSportsPicks.com. I'm on there with other premium picks. We've got tons of cappers, a lot of hot streaks going, guys crushing college basketball, March Madness. The NBA is still in full force. We've got MLB kicking off. It's a great time to get over to the site, so check it out. You can find us, The Wizard's Edge, on X. You can find us, Wizard Sports Picks, on YouTube. And lastly, on the website directly, if you throw in your email address, you do get a free premium pick of your choosing. So get over there, check us out, check out the leaderboards, follow along. New picks every day, new stuff going on with the website, tons of other content. So I can't stress it enough. Get over to the website. And without further ado, we will jump into the Tuesday, March 31st NHL card. As I mentioned, 10 games. I've got 3 picks for you. First pick of the night, we'll kick off with the 7 p.m. puck drop game, 7:07 for those of you that watch a lot of hockey. This game can be found on ESPN+. The New Jersey Devils head close by to take on the New York Rangers. 2 teams playing for exercise at this point. Neither team really in the mix. Despite New Jersey, having some big wins lately, they just, hit that cold streak with Jack Hughes injured, and were never able to kind of get back. The East is so competitive right now, so they're just on the outskirts looking in. New York, on the other hand, has been pretty much out of it for a while. Though neither team is officially eliminated, 2 teams playing for exercise is the nicest way to put it. New Jersey -120 over 5.5 in this game. These are 2 teams that have been trending to overs, scoring goals in bunches. New York was horrific at home as far as goal scoring for a lot of this season, but they've kind of flipped things around. They've become more of an over team. And so for me, over 5.5, -130, that's going to be the play here. I just think this is too good of a look to pass up. 2 teams playing for exercise, some bonuses in play. Guys want to pad their stats a little bit. Defense is kind of on the back burner. If your team's out of the playoffs, you really want to block a shot, miss half a golf season, taking one off the inside of the foot. No thanks. So I think this is a safe game to take the over 5.5, -130. That'll be pick number 1. Pick number 2, we head over to TD Garden, Boston hosting the Dallas Stars. Boston coming off a big comeback win on Saturday. Dallas coming off an OT loss to the Flyers on Sunday. Both of those games that I just mentioned were on Sunday. Boston coming back on Columbus, and Dallas losing to the Flyers. Dallas is 8-2 to goals in the first 10 minutes. Boston 6-4. Dallas off the loss. They're trying to kind of maintain their spot ahead of Minnesota, probably out of reach of Colorado. But just trying to kind of maintain home ice. They're dealing with some injuries up front. Obviously, Rupe Hintz and Radek Fox have been out a while. But they've accumulated 3 more injuries over the last few games. I think both teams want to have a good start in this game. Dallas shaded favorite there, -120, over 5.5. I'm going to go with first period over 1.5, -130. I think both teams have incentive Boston needs to continue to win games. Just given the clusterfuck going on in the East, they want every point they can get. They've been great at home. Dallas, coming off the loss, slow start, slow game in general on the back-to-back on Sunday, so I'd expect them to come out with some jam and try and pop one early. So just need 2 goals in that one, so that'll be pick number 2. Again, 7 p.m. puck drop on ESPN+. Third and final pick will come from the 9 p.m. puck drop. The Edmonton Oilers hosting the Seattle Kraken. Edmonton minus 190, over 6.5 in this game. Seattle's been a hot team to first period overs. We've hit on them a couple times in the last few weeks. Currently, we're 6-1 in our last 2 weeks. We had the 4-0 sweep and a 2-1 record last week. So Seattle's been good to us. We're going to roll with it again. It is a little juicy. Over 1.5 minus 145. Feel free to use it as a parlay piece. Throw it in a same game parlay, 1.5, 5.5, something like that. I think we see goals in this game, but we just need 2 in the first. So just to recap, New York, New Jersey. New York hosting New Jersey. Over 5.5 minus 130. That's pick number 1. Pick number 2 will be Dallas, Boston. Over 1.5 minus 130 on the first period over. And then pick number 3 will be Seattle going to Edmonton with a first period over 1.5 minus 145. Again, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for continuing to support the site, support my videos, share, like, comment, whatever you like. I do appreciate it. Your support means the world to all of us, and it's pivotal in us continuing to grow the site into what we believe it could become. So thank you for that. I'll be back next week with another episode of Beyond the Lines. We got a couple weeks left before the playoffs kick off. Betting will get a little tighter. Angles will look a little different, but we'll be looking forward to that. Playoff hockey, nothing better. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll be back next week with another episode of Beyond the Lines, brought to you by WizardSportsPicks.com. Thanks again, and have a great week, and we'll talk to you next week. Cheers.